Look at that. Look at that. How wonderful. Welcome to where we get to look at the coveted first edition. We're trying something a little different. This is not going to be the typical stream, but if you're tuning on in, what's up? How are we doing? We'll also take a peek at the very first One Piece, if you haven't seen that. But in this little contraption, we have the lovely Digimon Cards of the Past. And it's funny because they really don't look anything like the ones that are currently out. Sorry, I'm just posting it right quick. I don't know why. For whatever reason, X has not been working for me, like, pretty much at all. But anyway, welcome on in. So, we got one of the packs of Vibes as well that we'll look at, and I've already ripped it, but, like, we'll still go over it once again. But, yeah, so this is one of, like, I think the second graded card that I ever bought. And for anybody that's into streaming at all, something to note is you'll see in the bottom right corner, that's a thing called a camo. They used to have Epoch Pro, which was the thing of Elgato, and I guess Elgato decided that they like just simply straight up didn't want to help support it anymore. So they classify this card as an 8, and again, I got this online, one of the few graded cards that I've had, even though PSA is getting a hell of a rip lately. Seen a lot more about like tag, and I think that's something that's going to end up coming to fruition. Holy smokes. So there is a lot in here. So this is an original Pokemon something. Have to be so careful. Oh, I'm so nervous just opening this. I feel like it's just going to shred on me. I don't know why I circled these. I don't know why I circled these. Maybe I had them at one point. Holy smokes, this thing is fragile. Okay, and then this one. This is for the Digimon cards. And if you've not seen the show, you can actually go online and there's like an internet archives. And they have the Digimon episodes you can watch for free. So this is, I guess, just one of like the inserts that they had for it. But I've not properly gone through all of this. Yo, retro poster. Holy moly. When we talk about nostalgia and good vibes, that's what that is right there. And do you remember this guy's name? Pop quiz. It's TJ. So I'm assuming this is one of the rarer cards right off the rip within Greymon. There's one of like the main characters that's featured within it. And obviously everything ends in a mon, just like Pokemon. That one's got a huge dent in it, but it's a foil and a first edition. I think I saw somebody trying to sell this card for like 30 bucks. If only I took care of my things better. Phantomon. And similar to the likes of Pokemon, where you'll have basically an episode that's sort of dedicated to introducing one or two Pokemon, it's the exact same thing. So in Digimon, there'll be a situation and the gang will have to beat one, and sometimes you need the entire crew. So it was like a whole bunch of kids and all of their Digimon's a part of it. Okay, so Power Blast. Like, let's assume we're playing the game. So effect. When confronting an opponent with special ability Dig, add 50 points to your Digimon power. I have no idea to play the game. I thought that would make some sort of sense. Ah, I remember thinking this one was just super cool. The double fist and Gekomon. Oh, and a foil Gekomon. Dang, we got a couple of those. And so this was like the evolution stage. So Gabumon into Garurumon. Yo, Peckham, what's up? I want to see you buy a Pudgy Penguins first edition box and open on stream. I do have this that we can pretend that we didn't open and do it on stream. But maybe. Maybe just for you. Oh, so there's the... Yeah, look at the bottom of that. Oh my god. I don't know if that would grade even remotely well. And then this is... Greymon. That's like the final evolution before it gets into the whole mega ordeal. Doku Gumon. I like how it's just like ripping its hair out. Imagine being that stressed out when you're an evil villain. One thing that I've never really liked in cards, and I'd love to have a discussion with somebody, is like the sideways cards. I just don't ever feel like they're it. Just never been a fan. These are from Toy Town. The episode with Toy Town is hilarious. I don't know if, like, I was to submit any of these cards for grading, if any of them would come back well. Not that I want to, like, I really don't really care for grading, to be totally truthful. I think if I was gonna do it, I'd end up doing it, like, through tag. I think that those are... I think, like, the style of them look really good. I've seen a lot of people complain that, like, stores or vendors don't ever want those, but... And so, Agumon, just like we saw a second ago with Garurumon, Agumon goes into Greymon, and then so on and then so forth. Yeah, holy smokes. You can even tell just for, like, the top of these. Then we got the trash canister. Garbagemon? Or is it Garbagemon? Do you think that they put, like, an accent on that, or they just leave it as is? We got a couple of those. And there's the first edition Phantom. Oh, baby. Or Phantomon, excuse me. And in the Toy Town episode where there was that big teddy bear, there's these Numamon, and they're just, like, the weirdest things that, like, sling stuff at people, and it's like a gigantic army. And then Angemon's a part of one of the movies that has quite a scene. And this reminds me of the orcs, or trolls, I should say, in RuneScape. Down by Yanil. In that little area. And Tentamon. Yo, we do have some first editions in here. Holy smoly. I feel like the Polytoads. And early on within the series, there's like this big battle with like a super evil guy, and Ogremon's like his specific personal servant sort of deal. And each of the, is that a Japanese card or Korean? The way that the show starts as well is that they don't, like, they start in like whatever this form is, of like sort of a blob, and then it goes into more or less what you'd call as like a starter, even though there's a starter to the starter. Tokamon. Yo, see, right off the rip, I already lied to you because they said, what was the name? And I called him TJ. It's TK. That's a red card, buddy. That's a friggin' red card. Holy. And there's the Garbagemon. Its ability is meat. Add 20 points to your Digimon power when your Digimon group is an animal. And then look on the bottom here. They have the Defend, Claw Attack, Pepper Breath. It's what it says is like the ability. Like the Digimon actually says that within the game. But again, I have no idea how the hell, or the show. I have no idea how the card game actually works. I want to check on here. It's like here for a second just to show that this is like a legitimate thing. How do I need to do this? I would need to remove this. Yeah. So this is like the free archive of it. There's the Angemon we just looked at. There's the evil dude. I forget his name. So, do you recall how the opening of Digimon began? We're not going to watch the whole thing, but watch a couple minutes of it.
That's home, planet Earth. But I'm not sure that's where I am right now. Okay, let me back up a little. It all began when the climate went completely out of control. The rainforest dried out, and other places got totally flooded with oceans like chocolate sauce. And get this. Cities which were normally blazing hot in the summer got super cold. At the time, I didn't know any of this was going on because I was at camp. All of the other campers were, you know, goofing off and hanging out. Me, I was enjoying the summer sun while going over my multiplication tables. That is, until it started to snow. In the middle of July, totally freaky. And it gets weirder. You won't believe what happened to me and 6 other kids. Oh, by the way, my name's Ty. This is Sora. She's okay for a girl. What? And Matt's too cool. Just look at that haircut. And this little kid is Izzy. He should have gone to computer camp. Huh? That's Mimi. I'll bet you can guess her favorite color on the first try. TK is Matt's dopey little brother. Oh, and this is Joe. But don't ever scare him. He'd probably wet his pants. So there we all were at camp, when suddenly this huge blizzard came out of nowhere. Needless to say, the canoe races were canceled. So let's have toboggan races instead.
I'm gonna build the biggest snowman.
Hey, TK, be careful. Slow down.
Brr, it is freezing, and I didn't bring a jacket.
Man, I was worried I'd catch a summer cold. But this is even worse. Huh?
Wow! Why didn't I pack my fluffy pink snow boots?
Still not working. Bummer. This storm's making a mess of my infrared internet connection.
Look it! Wow!
Hey, what's your name? Izzy, come on out here. You gotta see this. Whoa.
Whoa! It's beautiful! Magical even!
Yeah.
Yeah? What is it?
Maybe an aurora?
You mean Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights? That's impossible. You see that in Alaska. We're way too far south.
Tell that to the snow.
I really think we ought to get back inside before we all come down with pneumonia.
Miss this? The sky is like short-circuiting.
Hey, what's that?
Do you think we need sunscreen? Are you alright?
We're still here.
That was scary.
What was it?
Meteors? Oh. Okay, so it's not meteors.
The Digi-devices. The chosen ones.
What are these?
My guess is some sort of miniature remote digital apparatus.
No instructions?
Get the instructions. Surf's up!
It starts a little bit slower than I remember, to be honest. But I guess you gotta set the scene, know who the characters are, and everything in between.
Yoo-hoo! Ty!
Yeah, I'm okay.
And that's when we end up getting into all of the different characters. And again, they're kind of like just little blobs, if you will. So again, if you're trying to look for these ones, again, it's the archive.org/details Digimon Digital Monsters, or the Internet Archive. Something that I didn't even realize was a thing, but it is in fact quite a thing. So there's the first couple of minutes of what the Digimon show looks like. And then it progresses to all the smaller ones, all the smaller Digimon growing up to be these massive things. And then, of course, there's evil afoot. Evil afoot. Yo, Navcam, what's going on? Did I just go? Yes, that's basically what happened. Luckily, my mom ended up keeping these. And some of these are just like, okay, hell yeah. Like, I do think Digimon has, like, a crazy bit of lore, characters, and stuff that's already been created. Does this give you, like, Lion Witch of the Wardrobes kind of feel? You actually have no value if there's... you have no idea if there's value in them. So people have them listed anywhere from, like, $20 to $30 for graded ones, sometimes a little bit more. And there are people that try to sell sets of them. But these are similar to how Pokemon has the first edition on, like, the left side. The Digimon cards have that as well, but obviously right there on the bottom. And this is, funny enough, this is the evil character that they run into here. Yeah. Take a look at this. So that card is this evil thing. So in the very first episode...
I can't watch. That is one seriously bad Digimon, even when he's in a good mood.
That's just great. Watch out! His name is Kuwagamon. He's an insectoid Digimon. Vicious and ruthless, with teeth like knives and scissor hands that can chop through anything.
Choppy chop. Choppy chop. But yeah. Yeah, they really are incredibly old, and I feel like not many people have, like, any sort of respect for them. There's all the hype around the new TCGs, but guys, Digimon exists. We can't let it just slip away. So that's why we're here, fighting the good fight. And we got some Magic the Gathering cards in here as well. Oh my god, look at the creases on that one. Togemon the block. See, this is also the thing. Is like back when they had the whole Jake Paul, Floyd Mayweather, everything else, how are these brands and IPs not taking advantage of certain characters that have something to do with boxing? Random Pokemon card from the movie. You don't know a single rule of the game? Neither do I. I'm trying to read what the cards have to say, and I'm still confused to hell. Does that look like a vegetable to you? Vegemon. It's like a whacked out potato. Hey, look at that. This is like before Bitcoin, right? Maybe they took the logo from this. at that shine. Really, it's about just coming up with different words that work. So Frigimon, Datamon, another Datamon, Backamon, Floramon, Greymon. List goes on and on. We still have more, which is crazy. And then there's like a little pile of magic cards on the bottom. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this little bit of a nostalgia kick. Oh, listen, that one's clean. Gatsumon. So Iron Drill. Your Digimon acquires special ability Dig and adds 20 points to your Digimon power. This feels like a game that would sort of be like a Pokemon video game, but you have to do it in person. Like any card game where you have to like use counters, you're like sort of weary of. Oh, this one. Listen, this is the type of card that they have listed for like 30 bucks. I think the foils on them are quite nice. Sparkly, too. The Garbage Mon. It's like, they're almost having to say it with like an accent for it to make sense. It's like the WWE's type of superstar here. What was the guy that wore like the chain vest? Remember, I think I had like some book or some card. His name was Scott something. And he wore like chainmail. And I did go back, like, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago, and I think I watched about, like, 10 or 15 episodes. They're, like, 30 minutes apiece. And, wow, the memory flood was bananas. Oh, here we go. Ultra evil here. Devimon, that's what the evil guy was called. And he shot out these gears that infected everybody. Starmon. I feel like that episode was really good, but it's not in like the first 15. I don't know, some of them are just fun. Mojiamon. The Holiday Spirit. Ebidramon. Magamon. Isn't Mega Man? Like, is this a reference to Mega Man? That's way too close not to be, right? And this is some... Kimeramon. This is like... Each of... the characters, like, mashed together. Like, you have Garurumon on the bottom. You have Greymon's chest here. I'm forgetting what the bug is for Izzy, but then also you have that red claw for that evil monster we just looked at a second ago, and then the bone one that I don't know what's that a part of. But then you have the handles for the Devimon. I feel like those black arms are what that is. And this looks like a Futurama. Sweet. If you win the duel, double your score. To use this card, send 3 of your online cards offline. Okay, we're close to the end. But we have some other things to go over. So Skull Greymon, this is like an ultra rare. Like in terms of like later evolution. So when you're looking at these, do you end up feeling any sort of, yeah, I remember that. No, I don't. Okay, those are cool. Yes, in 2026, I could see these sort of characters getting brought back into some sort of limelight. Oh, that one's probably... I think I've seen this one for sale too for like 20, 30 bucks. Now, does that mean people are going to get it for that? Not necessarily. It's really not too many first editions. That character plays like a really big role, Wizardmon. Now that is a card. This also sort of looks like the One Piece character, Captain Morgan. Like that second episode, when he's got like that chin face. And then Leomon is also, when we looked at the other green character, there's a part of like Devimon's band of evil characters. Leomon was for a point when he was like infected or whatever. That's a hell of a card. A Pokemon one in there. I feel like that thing in the show must have been massive. There's the Leomon again. And then Angewoman, which is like Angemon. Both of them are sort of like a pair. Angemon's episode's also pretty crazy. That one's all based on technology. And that one, oh my. That feels just like a metal band slogan right there. There's that thing again. And then on this close side, I think these are like Lord of the Rings magic cards. I don't know if these are worth something. I don't even know when I got them, to be totally honest. Minas Morgul, Nazgul Battle Mace, some other cards. Fell Beast of Mordor, excuse me. This is an 8 cost? Cascade. When you cast the spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the exiled cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. The Witch King. Oh, and then we got some more Digimon. Kiwimon. What a chicken. You like Beauty and the Beast, Candlemon. Closest thing you're going to get on that front. That's interesting, because I thought we looked at Togemon a second ago and it had like a different art piece for it. Still same style card though. There's the other Frigimon. The Waymon episode's kind of hilarious too, because it helps them get across miles and miles of sea. Lady Devimon. checklist card. So what I'm going to be curious about is for this video, we've gotten basically like 60 to 100 people on average per live stream. Does Digimon cards have the power to bring in way more? How often do people even search for Digimon cards? This is our real life research test. We're slowly coming into the end here. Oh, that one's where Garurumon shows up or evolves, and then boom. So that's the 10 of Digimon cards from way back in the day. And the question is, when you clicked on the stream with little expectations, did that exceed or simply just match what you kind of thought? So we'll show some Vibes cards that ended up getting at the Toronto Sports Card Expo, and then I'll show you the One Piece comic if you've never seen that. So this is apparently the rare card, a little drippy, which on yesterday's stream we did a Vibes TCG game. So if you want to see sort of what that looks like, or play it for yourself because it is free, then you can do so. This gives me sort of like Harry Potter Quidditch type vibes. The Herald of Horizons. The cards also feel like pretty solid too. I mean, I know it's different variations of cardboard, but still. Samantha Feathers Pop Idol. And for those that don't know as well, each of these penguins that you see featured, somebody like actually owns the digital collectible of it. Little lookout. I think this one's probably my favorite of like this little set here. I think that's kind of funny. And a little rock. And within the game, to give you like a quick idea, is that like in Magic, you have land cards. For these, you put them down and you get rods. So these are like your energy. And then it costs 2 rods to play this one. And then the ability is whenever you win a vibe check, put 2 vibe counters on each penguin. So like in Magic, where you have like the attack, defend, does damage, kills things, whatever, there's a vibe check at the end of like each cycle or turn. And so this card has 3 vibe. It would compare it to another one. Does it have 3? Is this one better? Then you need to get to 15 cards total on the board. Lil Raker. How's that? All the leaves off the trees. Or a gardener. Or thinking about the summer fair with Lil Juggler. Then there's a burrito. Mystery of the Everlasting Fish. Little bamboo. And then back to that rare one. So the final thing that I wanted to do, just because I think for Digimon, there's probably not a whole lot of people that have like stuck with it or seen that. So hopefully it brought you a little bit of nostalgia. But the other thing you probably haven't actually looked at before is the first One Piece manga. So take a look at the cover. What do we think? If you were to buy this years ago, would you think that this would be one of the #1 series in the world? Not surprisingly, the final words he spoke before they looped off his head inspired adventurers throughout the world to sail the seas. Wealth, fame, and power had all been his. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates, had achieved it all. And if you've ever watched the show, you know that they have like that sequence of kind of explaining that there's this treasure and Gold Roger. And you might have seen as well that there's some people posting about like the very, very expensive Gold Roger cards. Well, that's him. So he basically tells everybody to go look for the treasure, and then you get into the full story. Romance Dawn. The dawn of adventure. And it gets into some, like, I don't know. I think, like, the show and the book are very, very similar, but there's very minor details. It's like, okay, you know what? It's kind of worth reading both. And he gives you, like, a different vibe for it as well. And there's Captain Shanks. And his crew and everything like that. So I just wanted to share that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed kind of a different edition here. Again, normally we do news, collectibles, all that sort of stuff. Maybe we'll do some other streams of just kind of showcasing some fun things, doing pack rips, whatever. But we'll get back to news tomorrow as usual. But appreciate you tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your night. Peace.